Bonjour, c'est Clara French in the Midlands. Hello, Clara French in the Midlands here. Today's video is about 3 annoying little words that people mix up a lot of the time and shouldn't. Qui, que and dont. So let's have a look. When do you use which one? Let's start with qui and que. The confusion arises because they both mean exactly the same. They mean who, which or that depending on the sentence. But here's the difference. Stay with me on this one and I'll simplify at the end of the explanation so you know exactly what to do. Qui always comes after the subject of the sentence and before a verb. Let me give you an example in English. It's the jumper that costs £10. What costs £10? The jumper. So, jumper is the subject, that comes after it, and we have a verb, costs. Therefore it's qui. C'est le pull qui coûte £10. Let's have a look at que now. Que, on the other hand, comes after the object and before a noun or a pronoun. If you forget what a pronoun is, it's I, you, they, he, we, and so on. Could be somebody's name as well. Let me give you the same example, slightly different. It's the jumper that I like. Who likes what? I like the jumper. So the jumper is actually the object of the sentence. So it's the jumper, object, that would be que. I like, you've got a pronoun here. And then I like is actually a whole sentence as well. So you see the difference. In practice, just remember this. Qui is always followed by a verb. That's it. Don't complicate it. C'est le garçon qui m'a parlé hier. It's the boy who spoke to me yesterday. Who spoke to me yesterday? The boy. Therefore, garçon, qui, and verb. Even though he spoke to me, it's the boy who spoke. Does that make sense? Another example. C'est un ticket qui permet de faire plusieurs voyages. C'est un ticket qui permet de faire plusieurs voyages. It's a ticket that allows you to make several trips. What allows you to make several trips? The ticket. Therefore, ticket is the subject. Let's have a look at que now. Que plus pronoun. C'est le livre que tu cherchais. C'est le livre que tu cherchais. It's the book that you were looking for. In this sentence, what were you looking for? The book. So the book is the object. It's the book that you were looking for. Que plus pronoun. C'est un film que j'ai vu hier. C'est un film que j'ai vu hier. It's a film that I saw yesterday. What did I see? The film. The film didn't see anyone. Therefore, film is the object. Therefore, it's que, because you've got a pronoun following it, which is je. Let's have a look at dont now. You may think it's a word you won't use very often, and you're right, but when you do use it, you have no choice. You have to use that one. It means several things. Whose, of whom, about whom, of which, or about which. You don't need it in English because you can put prepositions at the end of a sentence. Let me show you an example. Voilà le garçon dont je te parlais. Voilà le garçon dont je te parlais. Here is the boy I was telling you about. In English, the about is at the end of the sentence. But what you're actually saying in French is, here is the boy about whom I was telling you. And that's why you need dont, because it replaces about whom. C'est l'outil dont j'ai besoin. It's a bit less clear, this one, so listen carefully. C'est l'outil dont j'ai besoin. It's the tool that I need, if you like. And you think, well, okay, why do I need dont to translate that? It's because in French, you have a need of something. If you remember, j'ai besoin d'un outil. I need a tool. So really, you have to say, it's the tool I have a need of. And because you can't end your sentence with a de, c'est l'outil j'ai besoin de doesn't make any sense, you would have to say, it's the tool of which I need. And that's why you need dont. This one is a bit more obvious because it only replaces one word. C'est mon copain dont le père est présentateur de télé. C'est mon copain dont le père est présentateur de télé. It's my friend whose dad is a TV presenter. Here, dont replaces whose, so it's fairly clear on this one. The not so obvious uses of dont are the previous two. Now I hope that's clear enough for you. Let's hope you now understand what it's about. If you have any questions, ask below, leave a comment if you want, subscribe to my channel for more of these, and check FrenchInTheMidlands.com for my courses and ebooks, and I'll see you in the next one. À bientôt!